have 57A. Says I'm going to bubble some chlorine gas. Well, chlorine, doesn't matter that it's bubbling or solid or whatever, it's chlorine. Now, chlorine is a diatomic. You should have that memorized by now. It's in a solution of potassium iodine. Now, potassium iodine, to figure out what ratio they combine in, I'm going to go to my group number. Potassium is group 1. Iodine is group 7. Group 7's gain 1, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. I crisscross those numbers. That's my formula. So when those two things combine, it's going to give me elemental iodine. Elemental means it's pure. When I have pure iodine, it's diatomic. That's another one to memorize. And some potassium chloride is going to form. So potassium chloride. Then I have to figure out the ratio for potassium chloride, just like I always do. Potassium is group 1. Chlorine is group 7. So again, that makes a 1-to-1 charge. And I crisscross those, just 1-to-1. Now I need to balance it. Okay, once I have my skeleton equation done, I cannot change these numbers on the bottom. I can't change the subscripts. So I'm going to bracket those, because what I can change is the number in front, the coefficient. You see on the left side I have 2 chlorines. On the right side I have 1 chlorine. I'm going to double this whole thing. So now I have 2 Ks and 2 Cls. So I have 2 Ks over here. I need 2 Ks on the other side. So I'm going to put a 2 in front of there. So now I have 2 Ks, 2 Is, which match my 2 Is over here. So that's balanced. (57B), it says hydrogen and iron chloride are produced. Well, if something is produced, it's a product, so I need to put that on the right-hand side. So I'm producing some hydrogen gas. Hydrogen is diatomic. That means it's always 2 when it's pure. So I'm producing hydrogen and iron 3 chloride. So iron chloride. Now I have to figure out the right ratio those combine in. Well, the Roman numeral 3 tells me the charge. Chlorine is group 7. If I'm in group 7, that means I gain 1 electron, so my charge is 1 minus. So I'm going to crisscross the charges. Take that 3, put it down there. Take that 1, put it down there. That's right, my right formula for FeCl3. Okay, well, how did I get that stuff? It says I took some iron and I dropped it into some hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, I will tell you that formula. You don't need to memorize it. There's my skeleton equation. It's not balanced. I'm going to bracket all of these guys. There's my reactants. There's my products. Once I know the right formulas, my only option is to change the coefficient, the number in front. All right, so I'm just going to summarize what I have vertically. On the left side, my reactant side, I have 1 iron, 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine. On the right side, I'm going to list them out in the same order. So I have 1 iron, I have 3 chlorines, and I have 2 hydrogens. Well, on the right side I have 3 chlorines, so on the left side I need 3 chlorines. So I'm going to triple that whole compound. So now I have 3 H's. And I have 3 chlorines. Well, my irons are balanced, my hydrogen are not. I have H2 here, and that means to get my hydrogens the same, they have to be a multiple of 2 and 3. That means I need a least common multiple of 2 and 3, which of course would be 6. So I need to make this left side 6 hydrogens. My least common multiple, 2 and 3. Okay, so now I have 6 hydrogens, and I have 6 chlorines. Going back to my right side, if I have 6 chlorines, I need 6 on the left side. So if I double that, 2 times 3 is 6. 6 chlorines. And 2 times 1, now I have 2 irons. Okay, I have 6 hydrogens. I need to fix that. I need 6 on the right. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, now the only thing that's different, 2 irons on the right and 1 on the left. I need 2 on the left, so I'm going to double that. And now my equation is balanced. All right, lastly, 58C. Says I have some potassium fluoride, or 57C, excuse me, 57C. I'm going to have some tetraphosphorus. Okay, phosphorus is my element. Tetra is how many I have. Tetra is 4. You should have that memorized from chapter 9. So I have 4 phosphorus. Decoxide, oxygen is my element. Deca means 10. Okay, memorize those if you don't have those memorized yet. Says it's going to react with water. And it's going to produce phosphoric acid. Now, phosphoric acid, I will give that to you. You don't have to memorize it. There's my skeleton equation. All right, now to balance this one, again, once I have the right subscripts, the right numbers on the bottom, I'm going to close them in, I'm going to bracket them. I can't change that now. All I can change is the number in front. All right, so to summarize, just vertically, what I have 4 phosphorus. I have 10 plus 1. I have 11 oxygens. And I have 2 hydrogens. On the right side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to list them in the same order. So I have 1 phosphorus. I have 4 oxygens. And I have 3 hydrogens. Well, I'm going to start with my phosphorus. 4 on the left, so I need 4 on the right. So I'm going to multiply this whole thing by 4. Now I have 4 phosphorus. And I have 4 times 3 hydrogens. So I have 4 times 3 is 12. And I have 4 times 4, 16 oxygens. Okay, I'm going to fix my hydrogens next. I have 12 over here, and I have 2 over here. So obviously I need 12 hydrogens. So on this side, to get 12 hydrogens, I'm going to multiply this by 6. So now 6 times 2 is 12 hydrogens. And I have 6 times 1 is 6, plus 10. So 10 plus 6, 16. Now my left side and my right side match up, so that is balanced.